Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the live daily extra, Monday, the 26th of July. It's a little bit later than normal, but we were up very late, so there you go. Everton have indeed won the Florida Cup. What can you say? What can you say? A trophy already in the cabinet for the Blues. Beating Millonarios 10-9 on penalties last night. Asmir Begovic, the hero, scoring and saving the penalty, the decisive penalty to give Everton victory. It was a game that will be remembered for the John Joe Kenny Panenka, which was absolutely delicious. Andros Townsend demonstrating his shooting ability, smashing one off the crossbar. And Demarai Gray coming on and getting a penalty, wanting the penalty after Nathan Broad had been brought down and smashing the penalty in. But it was a good workout in very hot and humid conditions in Orlando. It was obviously gutting to not be able to be there, but loads of Everton were there and looked like they had a thoroughly good time. And as far as a workout for the squad was, it was good. I think it went well. The manager, they used all the players. I think the manager would be quite happy with it. And yeah, you know, a few weeks, just under 3 weeks now till the season begins. I think he'll have been quite pleased with what he saw. And then Everton play again in 2 days' time against Pumas, don't they? So, excuse me. Another game for them in that heat as well, and another chance for the lads to get a run out. So, it's always nice if there's a little trophy that you're playing for. It's always nice to make sure you're the team that comes out on top and wins it. I thought Everton were stronger in the second half than the first half. Although we had a couple of chances in that first half, I thought they'd played better as a team. Second half certainly worked hard in the second half, and still without fun in that squad really, aren't they? You're looking at Yerry Mina, Jordan Pickford, Richarlison and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 4 lads that played the bulk of the games last season, still missing. So, decent signs early on from Rafa Benitez's men. And yeah, onwards and upwards. Jamie B is in the comments, says, hello lads, second half was much better yesterday, but even in the first half there were glimpses of improvement. Gonna take time for Rafa to get all his ideas across the season. Thomas R says, up the trophies, indeed. Jordan Penev says, hello from Bulgaria, glad for the new signings stepping up and hopefully they prove all the naysayers wrong. Good afternoon, Jordan. Hope you are well. Hagen Gaskell says, glad to see the boys back at it. Really eager to see Gray play in the number 10 role. Yeah, he did. He offered, didn't he? He offered that number 10 role. Went there. We know he can play off the left. We know he can play off the right. Rafa Benitez spoke about him playing just behind the striker last night. And I think what he did do was he gave us options. He got on the ball. And I thought for a first showing from him, I thought it was a very positive start for him. So good to see him wanting the penalty as well. And obviously Nathan Broadhead wanted it because he'd been brought down. Anthony Gordon wanted it, but Demarai Gray really wanted it. And it's good because it's the opportunity for him to get off the mark, which he did do. So good start. Josh Creedy says, so nice to get a trophy. Haha, bring on the season. Cup run incoming. Jonathan McCulfer says, any news on incomings? Hope we get a right back and a top winger. No, nothing at the moment, Jonathan. Obviously, the club are working, trying to get the right back situation sorted. Money is the key here, the availability of it. And so, for now, until Everton can come up with a structure, they're going to have to just wait and see what happens. I think the club were hoping that if Moise Kean was going to leave, that he'd go to PSG quite quickly and therefore they'd be able to spend that money straight away. It's not happened, so they're going to have to look at other ways of doing it. But, we did last week, we did bring 3 players in and Bernard went out the door. So they had a very productive week last week. So, it's on players who are in the squad who we don't need. Alex Dane says, camera looking fire emoji. Yeah, the new camera, Ped and Ned have sorted it. And yeah, it does look good. You can see it. Adam Brooks says, Everton champions of Florida. Yay. Gray, Asmia and Townsend showed us decent quality and Gabaman Everton shirt so far. I mean, he didn't, because he did play a full game against Watford a couple of years ago in the Premier League on his home debut. I haven't played 45 minutes the week before at Palace, but he played the most minutes since those opening couple of weeks in 2019. And you know what? I thought he did really well. Looked like he's got that thing that we miss, which is that physical presence and mobility, but also look to take the ball forward. And I think for him, it is just building up and building it up and building it up. I imagine that he will start against Pumas on Wednesday and might do an hour. We saw Alan getting an hour last night. I think maybe we'll see JP getting an hour on Wednesday and then will be replaced by Alan. But it was really good to see him getting those minutes under his belt, definitely. Jamie B says, was buzzing to see Gabaman. Yeah, definitely. Fabian Delphi going the United game, Baz. No, mate, don't think so. I'm not sure if I'm away that weekend, to be honest, because obviously we're at home the week later, aren't we, against Southampton. But I know lots are, and lots are really looking forward to it. Johnny Robinson says, rather see Gray on the wing with James at number 10. Yeah, well, listen, I mean, Rafa Benitez might use that, mightn't he? I've seen him saying he wants a bit more out of James' fitness. It's having those options, though, isn't it? It's being able to go, you know what, we've actually got 2 or 3 players that can play this position, or we can mix the line-up up and the structure of the side up. So I think it was quite interesting to see Gray playing in that role last night. Where are we? Eugene, Everton target, Clement Langley. Well, that's been bouncing around for a while, hasn't it? I think that a lot of these are just going to be recycled by the press because it is generally quite quiet at the minute. Mathew Ash says, I know the pre-season is not really an indication of anything, but happy to get the winning streak going. Well, listen, you want to win games of football. That's the thing. Winning becomes a habit, a nice habit. The pre-season doesn't always mean anything, really, to be honest. It doesn't always point to what kind of season you're going to have. I remember when we won the Australia Cup, or whatever it was, that little trophy in Australia. We had a fantastic pre-season. We beat everyone, I think, or near enough everybody. And we played Blackburn away on the first game of the season. We got beat 1-0. And it was like a damp squib. So, and other pre-seasons, we haven't won a game in and started quite well. So, it's, for me, I'd always want us to win the games and build up that way, because it is, like I said, it's a good habit to get in. Chenla says, this is exactly what I need during a 9-hour road trip. This channel is amazing. Chenla off to do a bit of climbing today. Remember, a 9-hour trip. Nice one, Chenla. Hope we keep you entertained. Lozenger says, please do more watch-alongs. Was howling when you were trying to get Ned to stop talking. He's dangerous, Ned, isn't he? Trying to just get him. He doesn't understand the concept of say no more, just stop talking. He's got that. He's still got that teenager. I've got to get the last word in. But he's a good lad. That's what you have to say. Tom Roberts says, new boys look promising. They did. Jake Thompson says, champions of Florida. You'll never sing that. No, they won't unless they go and play in it and win it. But at the moment, we're singing it. Dick L says, I hear Broadhead and Kenny had a good game. Is that true? Do you think either of them can be useful to Rafa this season? Both did all right last night. There's no denying it. I don't personally believe right now Nathan Broadhead is Premier League quality to rely on. Whether he could be an option off the bench for 15 minutes in games, possibly, I don't know. John Joe Kenny was decent last night, scored a great little penalty. But if Everton want to go where they want to go, then the level is above these two players. So it is what it is. But they did do well last night. No one can deny that. What Dick's saying, what about Joe Anderson? Done all right. Come on, left foot. Thought he did okay. It's a friend, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's a pre-season friendly. The manager isn't stupid. He knows what the levels are. But it's good for these lads to get on and have a go and do well. And from that, give the manager some food for thought. Or if not, get yourself a loan move or whatever. So, Jay Jones says, any news on the strike yet? Nope, nothing at the minute. Grant W01 says, did we win money from this? Could help with FFP. No, we'll have been paid a fee to take part, but I don't think there was any prize money, and if there was, it'd be minimal. Stephen Lee says, we win at Throws. Exactly, it is happy. Bramley Murdoch Day, of course, as well. Paul Taylor says, why is no media establishment, not even Everton, mentioned anything to do with Bramley Moore today? Do you find it weird that Everton haven't made a song and dance of it so far today? Today is the day Everton officially are given the keys. They've had stuff going on over the last few weeks anyway, but today's the official day, the 26th of July. The stadium stuff actually starts today. So it is a bit weird that the club haven't come out with anything. Whether they do later on, I don't know. But right now it is a bit strange, nothing's been said. I am expecting them to say something, but we'll see. Liam Townsend says the microphone is out of sync. That's up to Ned. I'm just reading and doing the show. It's up to Ned to get everything in line, Liam, but thank you for letting me know. Where are we there? Fabian Delph says it still needs to sell John Joe Kenny. You've gone, Fabian. Get you back. Still need to sell John Joe Kenny, I think, Baz, even though he turned into prime Pirlo last night. Yeah, he's only got 11 months left on his deal anyway. Everton, I don't think, unless he really impresses over the next couple of weeks, will offer him a new deal. And therefore, and I think, to be honest, he'll want to go. He wants to play football, doesn't he? He doesn't. I don't think he wants to sit on Everton's bench. He wants to go and play. He's 24 now. He wants games. And I imagine he will go. Mort says, afternoon lads, don't want to sound like an absolute optimistic too, but Rafa's first official game in charge, even though it was a friendly, and we've got a cup. Feels so weird to say it aloud. Paul Ross says, morning Baz from sunny Alberta, Canada. Good morning, Paul, hope you're well. Doff Kaufman says, Iwobi is so garbage. Would love to sign a direct replacement for him. Plays like a schoolboy, half-assing everything. Nunes is needed. Johnny Robinson says, not sure if it's my end, but the sound seems to be cutting out periodically. Again, I don't know. I've not seen that from anybody. Oh, well, Anthony Patrick Annett says the sound keeps dropping off. So, Ned, you're the tech guy, sort of. Don't forget, give the Footy Show channel a sub. The link is in the description. Hakon says, hi guys, really happy with how the new guys acted. I believe Rafa will get this team up and running. Gabaman is also like a new signing. He is top class, just hope he stays fit. Graham Price says, Rafa has only been in the job 5 minutes and won a trophy. Enjoyed seeing the lads having a run out with the new lads doing well. Great to see Gabaman back. It certainly is. It certainly was and is great to see Gabaman in our midfield, definitely. Dofke says, why would we let Andre Gomes go for 15 million? Could we get Dumfries off that one? We could easily get Dumfries off that. We get 15 million for him, then you're talking potentially being able to spend 30-40 million pound off that sale. And Dumfries isn't that much. It's all about cash, of course. But if we can't get 15 million for him, what do you do? Mort says, I watched the game on an American stream and it was really odd to hear the commentators refer to us as having lots of pace. Yeah. Michael Barnes says, good to see the new lads playing well. UTFT, but the F stands for Florida. Jamie B says, do you know when the tickets come out on general sale for the Southampton game, boss? No, mate. If it even goes to general sale, because obviously 32,500 season ticket holders, and then there's members and stuff like that. So you'll just have to keep your eyes on the website, but I don't actually know, because if away fans, and has it been clear yet that away fans can go?
No, there's no restrictions.
So they can? Yeah, okay. So if Southampton bring their 1,800, there's 34,000 straight away. So there's only 6,000 left, well, just less than 6. So just keep an eye out, that's all I can say, mate. Black Hay says, do you think we gained any American fans? Quite possibly, yeah. It's going every year, though. It's not playing 1 or 2 games and then that's it. You've got to go every year. Adam Brooks says 50 shades of the Mari Gray. There you go. Mark D10 says winning builds confidence. It does. Hayley Lee says hope Hammers stays, Baz. Yeah, for me, he's got to stay. Absolutely love him to stay because we haven't got anyone like him. He's a world-class footballer still. And if you put pace and mobility around him, then he can be key for us. He scores goals, he creates goals. I wouldn't be letting him go anywhere, to be honest. Derek Polahonki says, amazing to see Everton in the Sunshine State. It was a blast. Gomez and Gabaman seen the best pair in the midfield. Glad you enjoyed it, Derek. It's right, mate. Alex says the audio's out of sync. So does Liam.
Fine now.
It's fine now, apparently, according to Ned, so there you go. Daniel Gregory says, hello, Daniel, are you okay? Where are we there? Just refreshing our patrons, don't want to miss them out. Go back to that in a sec. Matt S says, add Dom, Richie, Mina to last night, feels like an okay squad. Yeah, feels like a decent squad. Perfect now, says Morts. Matt S says, John Jones says, Man United will be a good hard test for us over there, better than playing the Spanish team at home like we always do. It will be a hard test, definitely. Jamie B says, yeah, I'm a member, so I get priority tickets. We'll just keep an eye on it then, Jamie, and see what happens. Matt S said, be interesting to see what system it might use when we start properly, definitely. Flynn Bob says, can you explain why FFP is stopping us but big teams are spending like it's Christmas? Because it's all about what they bring in, mate, and what is being spent. Everton have lost money for FFP. You get judged over a 3-year period. Well, it's 4 years because of COVID at the moment. And you can only lose 105 million, excuse me, over those 4 years. And Everton are way above that. So the ground will take a chunk of it off and be able to get it back. But to spend money, you have to have that money in place. And we don't have it in place because of the regulations. So those other clubs who are spending a lot of money, they've got bigger sponsorship deals, bigger corporate stuff. And the stadiums are bigger. So they get generally money, big money coming in. They also sell players. I mean, Arsenal are spending money like it's Christmas, but they've also have sold or are just about to sell like Granit Xhaka for 30 odd million, things like that. So if we got a sale with Moise Keane for 40 million, say, because he's the most saleable asset we've got at the minute, then Everton will be able to go and spend big money this summer. But as basic trigonometry says, Everton need to make more money, and that is the bottom line. Truvera says, and Kunku and Richarlison at the Olympics, they definitely are. Steve Kelly says, all right, Baz, hope you're well, mate. I am. Wanted your thoughts on Moise Keane. He looked all right. At times he's got good movement, but he still doesn't pick his head up. There was one where I think James played him in the box, and he should have just got it out of his feet and hit it, and he's trying to go round men in the penalty area when it wasn't on. And then another time, Iwobi gives him the ball, and if he just plays it back to Iwobi and carries on his run, he'd have a tapping, because Iwobi will square it, he doesn't shoot. And he doesn't, he hesitates and goes past one and runs into trouble. And it's those moments that define those players. He still looks too greedy for me. And it's that maturity and knowing when to pass a ball and when not. If you create some chances in the box, I think he would score goals. And maybe he just needs more and more games, but he's got to do things quicker. He's hesitating and taking that extra touch, and I don't think it helps. And therefore, maybe that's why Everton are looking to sell him. But if someone doesn't come in for him, then we have to use him. And to use him, he's got to make sure he's playing the right pass. Richie Dean says, morning Baz, loved the watch along. And Ped's comment before John Joe's penalty when he was referring to Stones from a few years ago. It was classic Toffee TV. Is right, Rich. Gary Ward says, howdy, hello, Gaz. Joe1878 underscore NSNO says, Keane and Dom up top in a 4-4-2. John Jones says, be careful what you wish for. I've just been on MUTV and you won't get your comments read out. No, and I bet you loads hit the like button, don't they? Unlike the ones we've got today in the comment section that haven't hit the like button, which is a little bit lazy because there's a lot of you watching and it takes a sec. Just saying. Elliot says, are we going to talk about Gabaman looking like a whale beater? Gabaman was excellent and he's getting better, so we just need him stay fit, because if he could stay fit, I think he could be a fantastic option for Everton this season, definitely. Make sure you subscribe as well if you've not subscribed to the channel. That's appreciated. Thank you very much. Steve Park says, the Super Toffee Men fan club in my house here in the Philippines has grown by one more, makes it 5 this year. Is right, Steve. Keep spreading the gospel, mate. Andrew Wallace says, after watching Keane last night, be lucky to get 40 pence for him. Okay. Dov says, if all we need to do is free up 25 million is to get our signings in, why don't we keep Moise Keane and get the second chance? Well, where are we getting the money from then, Dov? That's the key, isn't it? That's the key. Where else are we getting the money from? Who's bringing that kind of money in the squad? Mort says, hit the like button. Thank you very much. And also thank you to the one that just hit the thumbs down. Much appreciated. Going out your way to press a thumbs down. Quality. On a hot day. Yeah, it's all good. All good. What was I going to say then? I was going to say, let's move on from that because we'll do another 5-6 minutes or so. But it's Bramley-Moore Dock Day today. So just how important? Apparently so. Not that Everton have done it. But what's everyone's thoughts on it? You're excited? Are you now buying into the fact it's real? Because this thing will help Everton moving forward with FFP. So let's see what happens. Let me know very quickly. James says, all right, lads, good test last night. Mark D10 says, Baz, keeping in mind our transfer priorities, what backup striker would you buy for a good price? Terry Moffey, you've mentioned him there, Mark. You'd get him for about 17-18 million. Daryl DK, if you could get him, although he is a bit raw, but he's one that if you get right, could really be a good player. But don't think, we can't go and get like 30-40 million pound strikers, we just can't. So, Glenn Watson says, I thought I'd forgotten to hit the like button, but don't worry, I already had. Let's get it to 150 likes, please, fellow Toffies. Nice one, Glenn. T-Man is excited for the new stadium, is right. I think we all should be, shouldn't we? There's Cam in the comments. Even and my mate, what a night last night. Great win and champions. Exactly, Cam. And a nice scran as well, to be fair. The scran. He woke up, he messaged this morning, that sausage dinner was heavy, like. He was loving it. Can's the scran, man. He's the scran, man. Basic Trigonometry says, if you're enjoying the stream, why not join us on Patreon for daily live and exclusive videos? Nice one, Basic Trig. Charlie Freeman says, 400 people plus watching. Get the like button going. First trophy won in 25 years. Adam Brooks says, excited for Bramley-Moore Dock, and will it be the key to stopping FFP? Well, what it'll do is it'll give us more income coming in, won't it? More income comes in, the better we do. We can sell more corporate stuff. We can get more people in. We can sponsorships and everything like that. More usage, multi-usage on a stadium. All that stuff can help us build in our financial streams, really, which will help us bringing it back to putting it back into the team and keeping that going. Semi-Charm Life, so excited about the new stadium. Where are we? John Jones says, we'll never be confident about Bramley-Moore till we see some activity. This is normal. There's loads of activity going on. Lots of stuff's being taken down. We've never got this far at any stage, John. Any stage. Thomas Peckham says, enjoyed the way the wingers tucked in and allowed Dean and Coleman to flow forward and join the striker in the centre of the box. Mostly had 4 players in the box when we were on the attack. That's good. That's very good. Toff says, I mean, if we can get 15 million for Gomez and 6 to 10 for anyone else, that could free up the money. Very excited for the season. Can't wait to see Rafa go all out. Definitely. Mark says, do you think we will get a right back, or is it totally dependent on FFP? I think it'll just come down to how we can structure the deal. And it may simply be PSV or another club take a different way of payment. We could end up moving someone else out, and then that frees that up. Everton could say, we're gonna pay the money now and get it back at the end of the window. They could do all of those stuff, so we'll just have to keep an eye on for that. Mort says, I'll be joining Patreon on Friday. Watch every video I've done for years. It's right, Mort, top man. Cam says, Belter Scran, absolutely ridiculously good. It was quite nice, to be fair. Robert Dudley says, hit the like button, Blues. Barry Pond says, good evening, Baz from Aussie. Is right, mate. Where are we? Michael Glenn says, has a spade gone in the ground at Bramley Moor? Well, today is the day. They've got a lot of stuff, so today really should be the day. Graham Price says, really disappointed Everton haven't got a live programme with a variety of people, including Dan Meese there, making a fuss, kicking off with the siren and then Z cars. The only thing I can think, right, is that COVID is stopping some of this stuff, but there's enough people down there and it's outside, so that to me isn't really a good excuse. So, yeah, I don't buy that. I think they need to make a huge fanfare today because it is a big deal. So, if they haven't done it or they don't do it, then they've missed the trick, definitely, for me. Richie asking how we plan on doing weekly updates. We won't do weekly updates, Richie, but we will be doing sporadic updates, definitely, and then obviously the more it goes on, we'll do more. Richie also says, the young lads look great last night, let's hope Rafa gives them a chance. And Alex says, in relation to Bramley Moor, Doc, I'm bricking it. Why? Why are you bricking it? He should be buzzing and selling. I know, but is he bricking? Yeah, but it's also a metaphor, isn't he? Is it though? Well, you know what it's like. Onwards to the truth says, word up as we finally won a cup. We certainly did win a cup. VAR, handball and subs rule league changes apparently in the Premier League today. And Alan B says, why do you think Brands is in Florida and not here making deals? I've no idea. It's the reality. I have no idea. Unless he's over in America to do something over there, I don't know. I'm not sure why he's out there. He is the director of football, but I don't know. Maybe he's there because him and Rafa can have daily meetings and discuss players. He doesn't necessarily have to be here, does he? A lot of stuff is done by Zoom and all that nowadays, so he doesn't really have to be here to do it. And he's with the manager, so maybe people could look at it and take that as a positive rather than a negative. Right, that's us done. Thank you very much. We've got some videos to do today. If you are a patron, we will see you at 5 o'clock for the live. So take it easy, everybody. Enjoy your day. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button before you go. Subscribe if you haven't already. And also give the Footy channel a subscribe as well. Take it easy. See you later.